Hey guys, welcome back to Yoganuary. So we are day 29. We are into our final few days. Just a note to say there are no more giveaways, but I would of course so love to still see your practice over the next couple of days on Instagram, just because it's really great that you guys have been doing it for so long and it's a nice way to round off the month. So today, it's a Monday, we're gonna ground down, we are gonna meditate and we're gonna have a stretch. Yes, I'm still in my slippers because it's kind of cold in here. So I thought that slippers for meditation would be rather nice. Okay, so we're gonna get straight on with our meditation. Come down to find yourself a comfortable seat. So wherever that is, it might be up on blocks, it might be cross-legged, kneeling, like we've spoken about for the last few weeks, just finding that position that really works for you. That's what this is all about, right? It's all your journey, and hopefully you've learned a lot over the last month about your practice, things that you can take with you over the next months and years and carry that through. So closing off the eyes, just resting the hands in the lap, wherever they naturally just sit, rest. And as we ground down through all of the parts of the body connected to the mat, we grow tall through the crown of the head. We're going to take 5 big inhales, drawing the shoulders towards the ears, and then we're going to exhale loudly out through the mouth 5 times. When you're ready, inhale. 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 Last time, inhale. Great. Keeping the eyes closed, you're just going to shake the wrists and the hands. Just that feeling of ridding the body of any toxins, the negativity that is just sitting there. And then coming to find stillness. So just watching the breath for a moment. Noticing if the breath is shallow or deep, whereabouts it's traveling in the body. Just notice all the qualities of the breath. Maybe it's fast, maybe it's slow. Not making any changes, holding no judgment, no frustration. Just honoring and accepting what's happening for you right now. And then we'll work with a little bit of visualization. So last week we moved through the chakras of the body, those 7 points of the body, working from the root the whole way up. And today, to begin with, before we move on to our mantra, as we inhale, we're going to imagine or visualize this light coming in through the crown of the head. And as that light comes in, it lights up each 7 section, each part of the spine. So as that energy, that prana travels in through the crown of the head, it sets alight what's happening in the body. And then it travels all the way down to the root. And then as we exhale, that light stays on, and we take just a little bit of that light and we send it back out with our exhale into the world. So staying with that self-love, but then that sharing of the love. So you have to keep some kindness for yourself but we also need to share our love and our positivity and our vulnerability. So inhaling, drawing light in, like as if we're flicking on a switch of each part of the spine all the way down to the root. And as you exhale, you lift and carry that energy out into the world with you. Inhale. Setting it alight. Exhale. Inhale. Bit by bit. Exhale. So working with that visualization a few more times, just in silence, in stillness. Notice if there's any parts of you that are tempted to not switch on. That's okay. Honor those resistances. Maybe if you're able to remember any of the colors from last time, just seeing if any colors come up throughout our meditation. There is no right or wrong. Just being aware of the colors that arise within you. Now moving from that visualization into our mantra today. If you already work with a mantra, feeling free to recite that to yourself throughout the next stage of our meditation. If you do not, we're going to work with I am. So it's something we've used throughout our month together and something so integral to yoga, to what it's all about. But rather than I am, we're going to go for the sound that comes with that, aham. So just saying to yourself, aham, aham. Doesn't matter how it's spelt, just go with the sound, aham. Anytime the mind wanders, coming back to that mantra, coming back to the breath, aham. Slowly, when you're ready, bringing your hands together in front of you, rubbing the palms together, creating some warmth, creating those vibrations. And you're going to place the palms of the hands over the eyes. Feel that connection of the energy. And as you draw the hands away, we flutter open the eyes and we smile. Okay. So you can either go back to having your eyes closed throughout our stretch together, or you can obviously stay awake with me. We're gonna drop the head over to the left and then ever so gently place the left hand on top of the head. You're not adding too much pressure, just opening out through that right side of the neck. Tapping into some deeper breathing now, in through the nose and out through the nose. Coming back through center, head goes over to the right, placing the right hand on top. Coming back through center, drop chin to chest. And then take the head all the way up and open out through the throat. Coming back to neutral, inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, open arms out to cactus, lift the chest. Exhale, push away. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, open, lift the chest, lift the heart. And exhale, push arms away, round the spine. Beautiful. Coming back to neutral, removing any blocks from underneath you. Any slippers that you might have on your feet, and coming to an all fours position. So just working through some cow and some cat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhaling, round the spine. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine. And then we'll go round in circles, so all the way round, bending the elbows, pushing it out to the sides. So 3 going in each direction. You can linger on those side points if that feels good. And the other way. And then when you're done, coming back to neutral, placing the right foot away, push through the heel of the foot. So you should be feeling this in the right calf muscle, really grounding down through the hands. Engaging that Ujjayi breath. Releasing right knee down, send left foot away, stretching out through the left calf. And releasing. Coming down to all fours, just moving that left hand slightly more into the center. You're going to inhale and sweep that right arm all the way up to the sky. So we're working through a twist and an opening in the chest. And release, switch over, right hand down, left arm reaches up. And release. the way down. Nice. We're just going to fly the bottom back into a downward facing dog. We're not going to be here too long today, but just using this position to take a pedal out through the feet, stretching all the way through the backs of the legs, opening through the spine, lengthening. So maybe shaking or nodding the head here, wiggle of the hips could feel good. Whatever feels nice for you. And then when you're ready on an inhale, step the right foot between the hands, lower the back knee down, and just hang here in our low lunge. Opening through the chest, through the groin and the hips. And then you're going to place the hands back down, step it back to a high plank, and then switch the legs over. Coming down to left side, low lunge. See if you can sit up. If you've got 2 blocks that you want to use, that's absolutely fine. And releasing down, coming all the way down to the knees. You're going to kneel and take the hands to the sacrum and lift the chest. So you're drawing those elbows back together, lifting the chest, but you want to lift through the belly. Shining the heart up to the sky. And release. Okay, place hands down, tuck under toes, and just hop the feet, or you can walk the hands back, and we're coming to our malasana, our yogic squat. Hands come to heart center, lift the chest. Really see if you can push those knees out with the hands at the heart. Opening into the groin, maybe finding a little bit of movement here. It can feel quite nice. Placing the left hand down, we'll sweep the right arm all the way up, lifting through the chest, opening out chest, shoulders, arms. And if you'd like to, you could take the bind here. So we could take that right arm all the way back and see if you can take hold of the right wrist with the left hand. If not, you can just stay with the arm up. Just doing what feels right for you. And slowly releasing whichever variation you're in, placing the right hand down, sweep the left arm all the way up. So we're holding here, even if you went into the bind, take a moment just to ease into it. So we open through the chest first, and then we see if we can take that left arm around, take hold of it with the right arm, only if you would like to, taking the bind. And slowly releasing and just placing the hands down, heel toe, the feet to about hip width apart. Start to straighten the legs and then take hold of opposite elbows as we just hang down here in our forward fold. But nice and softly, nothing too intense. So just letting everything relax a little bit. Maybe shifting the weight forwards slightly to the front of the feet. Always the option of having the knees bent. And then when you're ready, slowly start to peel the body bone by bone all the way up to the sky. Inhaling, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Place the hands down. Just walk the hands away and find yourself back in a downward facing dog. Again, just taking a little pedal out here, slowly, 1 foot at a time. And then when you're ready, finding your way all the way down to your bottom. Taking it easy today, no jumping, unless you want to jump, of course. Take the legs out long, sit tall, so just Dandasana here. Drop chin down to the chest slightly, hands pressed down to the floor, legs are engaged. Holding here. Two more breaths. And release. Bring the right leg in. We're going to work on our twists, our Marichyasana C. So the right hand places behind you. Inhale, lift, left arm sweeps all the way up. Either we twist and we hug that right knee, or you can take the left elbow over the top of the knee. But what we're looking for is this openness through the chest. If you find that you're down here, then just go for the hug and see if you can open out a little bit more, making sure this left foot is nice and flexed, switched on. And release. Send both legs forwards, and then we'll switch. Left leg comes up. Place left hand behind you. Inhale, sweep right arm all the way up. Same options apply, either the hug or the elbow going straight over, finding the lift from the torso. Again, connecting to the breath. On the exhale, seeing if you can just take the twist a little bit deeper. And release, coming all the way back round. Both legs go out long in front. From here on an inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up. Exhale, coming into our Paschimottanasana. So obviously if you've got a strap and you like to use a strap here, then that's really, really great to have, because you can work on keeping the spine nice and long. If not, just work on taking the hinge from the hips rather than the curve in the spine. On an inhale, bringing yourself all the way up, and then we're going to make our way down to the mat. I'm just going to pop this to one side. Ooh. Okay, so feet are going to be just a little bit wider than hip width apart. Hands can be down by the side of you, and you're going to drop both knees over to the left. So hopefully feeling an opening in the hip, and then a stretch down the quad, the hip flexor and the quad of the right. Now, depending on how open you are, you may or may not feel it in certain areas. So for me, I can't massively feel the stretch in my hip on the left side, but I can definitely feel it in my quad and my hip flexor on the right. I should have said my groin on the left side. So just holding here. Coming all the way back through center and then going the other way. So this time opening out through the right groin, and then it's the hip flexor and the quad that we're opening out on the left. Coming back through center, okay, hugging the knees into the chest, taking a few little rocks side to side. And then we're slowly gonna bring ourselves down to our final Shavasana. So depending on where you want to be, you could either keep the knees bent up, knees come together. You could maybe take it to a open shape here, maybe arms above the head, or to just a traditional Shavasana. So wherever feels right for you today, we're going to come down for a few moments of rest and silence, letting the breath soften, taking a scan of the body and just asking yourself, how do I feel? Hopefully feeling a little bit more stretched out and awake than when we first started. Hopefully feeling nice and calm. So from wherever you are now, just making any little movements to wake the body up a bit. And in your own time, keeping the eyes closed, rolling your way over to a comfortable seated position. Bring the hands to heart center, sit tall. The light and love in me salutes the light and love in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for flowing with me today and meditating with me. I hope that you enjoyed that, and yeah, comment below with any questions or anything, and make sure that you're subscribed and come and see me over on Instagram. All the links to everything you need are below. Awesome. Day 29 of Yoganuary complete. Have an awesome day or evening or whatever. Bye bye.